Hello? Is that better? How's that? That should be okay now, I think. Just let me know, guys, if it's all good. If you can hear me now. Still can't hear me. Hello? Is that better? How's that? That should be okay now. Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. Once again, this is your boy Bob Rock, and this is the B Rock RC Show, a live podcast for the drifters by a drifter. Welcome once again to the show, and as you can see, we're back to the same format again. I'm still working out the kinks there, so that's why you can see things are looking a little bit different. Managed to get a little banner going on there, starting to come together quite nicely now. I'd still like better frames and stuff, but anyway, one step at a time. One step at a time. So we have a very interesting episode for you guys today. A bit of our regular format, and also, as I mentioned in the description, we are going to be going back to our very much loved track features, which I know a lot of you guys have been missing. I've been missing doing it too, because I was loving learning everybody's languages, and it's been quite a journey. So for this week's episode for Track Talk, we are going to be featuring a track out in Portugal. And with that, we're going to be featuring a competition that happened recently out in the USA, run by my friends Dori Lounge. So I'm going to bring you some action from there, and then we're going to have a few words about some interesting things that I've come across, and a few little tips and tricks for all you new guys out there, as well as for track owners. And this is something I think which is very important, we need to discuss, and I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy that. Let's see. Evening, everybody. Nice to see so many people joining in. If you haven't already, please could you like, share, subscribe, get your friends in there, get your friends watching, because I'm sure they're gonna enjoy it as well. So first thing, we're gonna dive straight into it. There's a very important subject that I want to talk about. We all know about it. We all know the safety and the, how can I put it, we all know the consequences of not taking care of this one important piece of tech that we all carry with. It's all to do with our lipo batteries and the safety and the handling of this lipo batteries, and also how can we be a little bit more conscious and a little bit more safety orientated when it comes to lipo batteries, especially disposing of lipo batteries. Now, a lot of the more experienced RC drifters know that in order to get rid of the lipo batteries, we can't simply just discharge and chuck away. So we know the process. We get some heavily salted water, we discharge the battery, then we put the battery into that salted water, leave it for a few days until we see the bubbles and stuff stop, and then we know we can dispose of it safely. Now, recently I've seen a few pictures and a post by Rob Nick, where at his new track out in Omaha, he's set up a tub with, and he has some water ready, and he has some salt ready, and it's a little how can I put it, a disposal station for all the lipo batteries that you need to get rid of. So at the track he has this setup. So if you have a battery that's swelling up or doesn't look good and it's on its way out, the everything you need is right there to dispose of your lipo batteries. And I think it's something that all track owners should try and implement is having a little station away from everything, somewhere that's safe, where you can go and dispose of the batteries in there. And I think it's very important that we actually implement that everywhere. Yeah, I mean, even for myself, I actually need to get into the habit of doing that. So what do you guys think? How do you feel about it? Is this something that you can see yourself implementing at the track? Even if you're not the track owner, perhaps you are a track regular. You know, I'm sure if you suggest it to the guys running at the track, I'm sure they'd be most keen on adding that into the at trackside. I'm sure it's going to help everybody, and it's going to be fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So let's see, there's a couple other things I want to talk about. Unfortunately, and please forgive me for this, I did slack off a little bit. I wanted to talk about a little bit about the D5. There's a new conversion kit that just came out from somebody who we all know very much, and I really should have gotten the content for that, but perhaps I'll leave that for next week and we can do more justice to that. The next thing I do want to talk about, though, is let's jump a little bit into the Dori Slam competition that was held out at the Dori Lounge out in USA. You know, I was actually so busy out there with work and stuff that I may have forgotten a few details. However, I do have some stuff which we are going to show you guys. So here goes. So recently Dori Lounge, for a few months now, they've announced that they're going to be hosting the Dori Slam competition, and it's nice to know that the US is coming around to opening up the different sectors, and now guys are getting back to the tracks. So quickly, Dori Lounge arranged this fantastic competition, and here it was an amazing one. And there we have some pictures from the from the competition itself. So I want to give a huge shout out to a few people who've kindly given me permission to use their images in the well, use it here. So first up we got Rafael J. Torres from Bamboo Media. Big shout out to you, bro, and you guys can follow him on Instagram. His handle is at bamboo.media. That's BAMBU.media. Follow him on Instagram. He takes the most fantastic pictures. So you'll see some of the pictures from here is or was taken by him. Second person is Dustin Carbonaro, and then PJ Jackson and Rob Fasheri. Thank you guys so much for allowing me permission to show off these beautiful pictures from the Dori Slam. As you can see in this picture here, there's some of the winners there, and we have first, second, and third place winners here as well. And of course, we know Dori Lounge, that famous logo of theirs. Fantastic competition. And here we have a picture of their track. It's not the biggest track, but we can see that it can be a little bit tricky here and there. And I hear the competition was a bit tough, and it went off quite smoothly. So well done to you guys out there in Dori Lounge. You guys are awesome, and you know, just keep it up, man. Keep it up. You guys are doing an awesome job. Hopefully we all can join you guys out there at Dori Lounge someday. Hint hint, wink wink. Maybe we can arrange something where everybody comes down to or goes to the US and we can all compete there. I don't know, just throwing ideas out there. Maybe use it, don't use it. I'm just saying people will be keen on joining in, you know. Let's make it happen. Okay, so in the comments now, we got Rob Fisher who says, SA guys, come to the USA. Believe me, bro, believe me, we so want to be there. You know, we already have quite a few guys who are so keen to be there, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic. So I hope that we will be able to join you guys there as well. And you never know. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I'm sure we'll be able to do something there. I'm just checking out the comments. Okay, cool. So as you can see, some amazing pictures coming out there from the Dori Lounge. I'm sorry I don't have any videos. I believe and before I go on any further, I must give a massive shout out to Rich Ario. I hope I said his surname right. But Rich, my bro, thank you so much for hosting this competition for you guys out there in the US. I know Dori Lounge is a very much loved track, and it's so nice to see that you guys are keeping it alive, keeping the track in tip-top shape, and also arranging this fantastic drift competition. So big shout out to you, Rich. You're the man, bro. You are the real MVP. He's one of the main men, if not the main man, behind Dori Lounge. So you can also catch him on Facebook. Follow Dori Lounge as well. They're always posting content, some fantastic stuff. And there you go. If you can see him, I see Rich, I see Rob, Chuck is in there as well. I don't recognize the other guys because I haven't been there. But yeah, man, that's been going on there, and it's been fantastic. It's been absolutely fantastic there. So on to the next bit, and here's something I'm sure everybody will be keen to chime in on this. So a few days ago I put up a post about because this came up in my Facebook memories from quite a while back. I've always been a fan of Yoko, and by that I mean the Yokomo drift chassis, even though I only ever managed to get myself the Yd2. However, I have been following the Yd2 since I've seen these spy pictures come out, and that was like way back in 2016. So it got me thinking that and this is just my perspective on how the scene changed, that once the Yd2 was launched, for me that was the most pivotal moment for rear wheel drive to really take off. So I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm very interested to hear how and what you guys say about it. So I did have there were a few comments in there. Hey Assad, how you doing, my bro? Thank you for joining in, man. So yeah, and it just so happens that Assad also made some comments there. For him, it was the FXX, the MST FXX. Now, granted that he's been in the game longer than I have. I've only been around since like 2014, entered the game. But yeah, for me, the moment the Yd2 was launched was the pivotal moment that rear wheel drive really took off. And yeah, so the comment by Stefan says when they won with the Yd2 at the Worlds, it took off. I definitely agree with that. I believe it was in the same year that it was launched. And yeah, I did follow that as well, and it was amazing because Hayato did a fantastic job with that Yd2, and it's still, at the time I believe he was still running some of the prototype Yd2 parts, so it was very interesting to see. And yeah, like you say, it definitely took off once he won with the Yd2 at Worlds. So with that, Robert Ken Suguera, maybe I'm sure you guys have him on Facebook as well, Robert Ken. So for him, he says the pivotal moment for rear-wheel drive for him was way back in 2013 when Wrap-Up Next released the FRD 1.1, and he mentioned something quite, how can I say, important and interesting based on his observations on the whole market. So he says when Sakura came out with the D4, and the D4 we all know could be was interchangeable with the all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive, and that's just the way they designed it. However, we won't get into the rest of it with the D4. But his main point about mentioning the D4 was that it helped to establish fairer pricing with drift chassis and rear-wheel drive drift chassis. I hadn't thought about it before, but when you think back about it, you know it starts to click. So when I was thinking about it, it really started to make sense that around the time the D4 came out, pricing for these chassis really did sort of become a little bit more affordable, let's say. Of course, having these chassis like sell out worldwide obviously helps, because the more you sell, the lower, I mean, manufacturers can lower pricing, therefore making it more affordable, therefore making more sales, and it's all a cycle there. So I found it quite interesting. It's definitely something I hadn't thought of, that Sakura actually helped establish good pricing for rear-wheel drive chassis. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So yeah. Okay, Steven says the FXX was well priced. Yeah, I think I do recall seeing some pricing on some of the websites. At the time I was looking at like Asia Tees and RC Mart, and yeah, I would agree definitely that the pricing was working out pretty good. Okay, so Garrett says D4 in the UK was about £120 with OMG servo, if he remembers correctly. I think that's a pretty good deal. Well, a pretty decent deal, considering now that the Sakura D5 is coming in at about £100 in the UK. So not far off, pretty decent pricing, I'd say. And we know that the D5 is way better than the D4, and I'm so glad that 3 Racing took their time to design a proper rear-wheel drive chassis, even though the quality control is a little bit, I don't want to say controversial, but it is something that they definitely need to address, because it is a lot better since the D4 days, but it's still not quite there. Yes, £99 for the D5. Yes, Gary. Okay, Stefan says, but Yokomo was easier to get local. So when Yokomo started selling YD2, it was easier to buy. Yes, agreed. Hence I say that I think for the Yokomo, the YD2 when it came out, I think for its price versus the quality versus the performance was just spot on, and also it helped having somebody like Hayato-san driving that chassis, winning worlds with not a heavily upgraded YD2. I think that definitely added to the appeal, and also finding that it was actually quite easy to tune comparatively. So I think all of those things added to the YD2's popularity. Now at the moment, with the amount of YD2 versions that they have out, I think it's almost becoming like a Fast and Furious series of movies where we're like, okay, this is good, but we are getting tired of it now. Like, can you close it off and come up with something else? You know, that kind of thing almost. Hey, what's up, Bob? Thank you so much for joining in, man. So good to see you back on the podcast again. Sorry, I'm looking down because that's where I got my comments, my Facebook comments coming in there. And for all the guys that just joined in, this is Bob Rock, and this is the B Rock RC Show, a live podcast for the drifters by a drifter. We are on season 2 of the B Rock RC Show, and I can't thank you enough for joining me on this podcast journey, and I hope you guys are enjoying it all the way. Okay, so Perry says, and I think the quality you got from the Yokomo for the price plus the availability to get parts and later the upgrades also made it accessible. 100%, bro. 100%. Absolutely agree. The availability of parts, affordability of parts, even the upgrade parts are actually not that bad compared to its rivals in the market, and I think we know the rivals. I don't need to remind you guys, but well, anyway, MST and Overdose. Jeez, Overdose, we know we can put it like this, like there. Then we got Yokomo. Then we got MSC and Yokomo MSC, and then whatever. In between we got let's see, we got T Games, who's done some stuff. We had OMG, who's no OMG T Games, not OMG. Who am I thinking about? T Games. Usukani had some stuff, some Universal stuff, until they went off on their own doing the PDS, which is actually quite a decent chassis, guys. Don't discount the PDS. And then in between all of that, we have some of the most amazing parts that you'll ever come across, which is HRC. And if you thought Overdose was expensive, have a look at HRC Cafe with their parts. Jeepers creepers. That's for the elite. That's for the guys with deep pockets. Okay, so Perry says, and their presence from day one with the drift package gave them an edge for me. I knew the brand from the start, and that trust factor played a big part for me. I can definitely. I can't say I relate because I only really started with Yokomo from the YD2. However, even before getting myself a Yokomo product, I already knew of the brand, and I already knew how good they are, and the fact that they were so well established definitely motivated me to look at the YD2, and for other reasons as well. But having a brand that's so well established definitely adds to the appeal of buying a product from that brand. Like Tamiya, for example, we know they are a solid, well established brand. We know they bring out the best, some of the best bodies, the best detailed bodies, and also some of their products are actually quite cool. It's just a shame that they haven't. I can't understand it also. Why haven't they ever done a proper drift chassis? Hey Ricky, what's happening, my man? Yeah. We're talking about the YD2 and how the YD2 changed. Well, for me anyway, how YD2 changed the rear-wheel drive game. So Garrett says, just to let you know, the Rat Trap RC first comp on the 1090 resin track is August 21st and will be live also from the Rat Trap RC page. Thank you so much, Garrett, for hitting me up on, or for letting us know about that competition. I will definitely be keeping an eye out on that, and I'll make it a point to join in on the live stream. And afterwards, please keep in touch with me. I would definitely love to do a recap of that comp on the show. I think it'll be fantastic for everybody, and I'm sure you guys will also just enjoy it. And you know, this is an RC Drift podcast, so I gotta be there. I gotta feature it. Yeah, so Ricky says, made rear-wheel drive become alive. Yeah, we've just been discussing that, and I can agree with you on that. Let's see. Also, whilst we're talking about competitions, Side Sliders is also having a competition. Side Sliders is out in Belgium. One of the main guys there is Kurt Manga. I hope I said his name right. Jeez, I'm so bad at this. But yeah, for the guys that's in Belgium or in and around Belgium, close to Belgium, September 11th, 2021, there's a competition happening there, and you guys need to go out there and support it. Obviously, doing it safely. We don't want anybody getting sick from the virus, and we want everybody to be safe and enjoy it as well. Okay, so Perry says we have our second round of competition on the 4th of September. Okay, guys. So Perry is one of the guys from Dori Circuit. And Dori Circuit is based in Netherlands. So all you guys who are out there in Netherlands, who are close to Netherlands, please go and check out Dori Circuit on the 4th of September, round 2. It's gonna be another awesome competition out there. Let's see. So we got that. I'm sure I had more stuff to talk about, but yes, we are definitely gonna definitely getting closer to our main feature for the night, which is track talk, and I'm just trying to set some things up here. So please excuse me while I'm okay, I got it. So yeah, guys. Okay, so Bob says, although heavily modified, Seb's basic car is still his old YT2 Plus. Still the original gearbox. We have been through versions S, RR, etc., but still come back to the Plus. You know, it's funny you mentioned that, Bob, because the YT2 I had was the original YT2, which is actually the one on the screen, and not the Plus version, the Plastic Fantastic version. I had the original. My box came in as the YT2G, so it was the normal YT2 with the gyro, with that plastic 302 gyro. Yeah, exactly the one that's on the picture there. And subsequently, I through some good friends, I got it upgraded, and the only thing I did to it was actually run a high motor mount on the chassis, and it ran brilliantly. I'm still using the plastic gearbox. I'm still using the original diffs and stuff, and it's like this thing is almost bulletproof. But at the same time, to be fair, I do take care of it. I do keep it in tip-top shape. I clean it time to time, make sure everything's running lekker, and for me, definitely, I'm not a fan of the RR. Perhaps I haven't given it enough time, but yeah, RR is definitely not for me. So guys, now we are going to come to the main feature of our podcast, which I've been missing for a long time, and I really wanted to get back into this part of the show, which is the track talk. So as usual, I always like to introduce myself in the language of the country that we are featuring our track. And today's track feature comes to you all the way from the land of Portugal, run by a good friend of mine, Enrique Pessoa. Dude, I hope I said your name right, and I hope I never butchered it. So I'm nervous all over again. So I'm gonna introduce myself in Portuguese. Yay! Another language under the belt. Olá, o meu nome é Bob Rock. Prazer em te conhecer. Ha, I got that one. To be honest, Portuguese has been the one of the easier languages to learn. And the next track I'm gonna feature, oh my god, the language is so difficult, but it's gonna I'm up for the challenge. So one more time for the guys that just joined in, and for my friends out in Portugal, I'm just gonna introduce myself once again. Olá, o meu nome é Bob Rock. Prazer em te conhecer. The more I say it, I'm gonna get it smoother. But yeah, for the moment, guys, that's me introducing myself in Portuguese. So we are featuring a track out in Portugal by the Portugal Drift Team, PDT. Just to remind you one more time, by Enrique Pessoa. And these are the beautiful pictures from their track. As you can see, a nicely detailed, very flowing track, and we're featuring some of the shots from the track. Those look like a Wisteria 180SX. There we have the whole team out there, all the guys enjoying themselves, and as you can see, they're keeping themselves safe. This is one of the earlier shots of the track, and so with that, whilst you guys are checking out all of those lovely pictures, I am gonna go through the regular questioning which I've been forwarded to all of the track owners. Okay, so we got Bruno here. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope I didn't butcher the Portuguese too much. Okay, so I always start off, name of your track and how did you come up with the name. So the name of the club is RC Rodinhas, but the track is Portugal Drift Team. The club has one big drift track, which is for the 1 in 10 scale, 2 small indoor mini Z tracks, which is for the 1 in 24 scale, and we are definitely going to do another episode going a little bit more in depth into the 1 in 24 scale, so watch out for that. And then 1 asphalt outdoor track for any other scale, so they can accommodate from 1 in 8 to 1 in 24 scale on an outdoor track. So there's actually quite a massive space that they have. And it's very nice to see that because they have so many different spaces to accommodate for all the different tracks. I think they can attract quite a large crowd in there, so they can really get the RC hobby going in the country and in the city. Okay, so if you guys read the comments there, Bruno says track in Batalha. The first track is in Terugem. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. I hope I pronounce it right. So where's the track? Where's this track located? The track is in Sintra, near 20 kilometers of the capital of Portugal, which is Lisboa. Dinner time. Hello, my friend. Hello, Enrique. Hola. I need to learn a bit more Portuguese, by the way. I can converse with you a little bit more. Okay. So yeah, track located 20 kilometers from the capital of Lisboa in Portugal. Okay, Bob says Seb and I intend once we can, CV19 permitting, plan a visit to Portugal. I think Steffel may also come along as well. Awesome, that is fantastic. I love hearing those stories. So Bob, this one will be directed to you and to others who are able to or who are wanting to get to Portugal. I asked Enrique, is your track open all the time and what's the track fee? The track is open 3 times per week, Wednesdays from 7 to 3. Wow, 3 o'clock in the morning. Wow, 7 in the afternoon to 3 in the morning. Fridays from 7 to 3 in the morning, from 7 o'clock in the evening to 3 in the morning. And Saturday from 2:30 during the day till 12 o'clock at night. And the fee is €5 per day. I think that is a pretty good deal. Even though it's open for just 3 days a week, the time that they are giving everybody is just like blowing my mind at the moment. Is the track open to everyone or is it members only? The track is open to everyone. It's open to public, and members have a special discount if they take a year membership. Oh, I am getting a bit choked up here. Okay. Do not tell everyone that it's cheap. I don't know. I mean, to me it seems a good price, Enrique. For the amount of time that you are allowing people to be there, I mean, it seems quite reasonable. I'm just saying. How old is the track? And well, obviously we can see they have an indoor and an outdoor track. So the track was first opened in 2012, but it has a lot of maintenance. I'm always very careful with the track. Okay. So Enrique says for the Portuguese people, it's not cheap. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean anything bad by it, but it's good that you're here to let us know and set the record straight. So we're just going to say that the pricing for the track for the people in Portuguese is competitive. So, but however, looking at the facilities and looking at the track that you have there, it's definitely worth spending that little bit extra money. Because you have a beautiful space that you can drift on. So please support the local track. A surface of the track, okay, well, we can see it's carpet, and outdoor already mentioned that it's asphalt. The control tire they use there is the DS Racing rear wheel drive FF0. So just keep that in mind, guys. Just keep that in mind. 800 euros salary to normal people. Enrique, out here in South Africa, I mean, I can definitely relate to working with a small budget and a tight salary. So I can completely understand where you're coming from. Okay, so obviously when I speak to these track owners, I always try and learn a little bit about the track and a little bit about the person and the intentions behind it. So I asked Enrique, why did you open the track? And what's it like owning and running a drift track? The drift track was open because obviously he loves drifting and he's the admin of the track. The owner of the club gave me the space for the track because we have a few drivers in RC drifting to pay the rent. Now with this COVID-19, things are a little bit difficult, but it is a place with music, TV, a bar, toilets. They have power for up to 30 drivers. Wow, that's pretty cool. And it's just a fantastic space to just chill out, hang around, and just relax. I think that's amazing. What kind of facilities do you have at the track? Well, I've already mentioned there's music, and they have a TV there so you can chill out. There's a bar there in case you get a bit thirsty. Toilets there, WC is there in case you drink too much liquids. And then let's see, they do have a small shop for the Mini Z, and he just has a small space to sell some items for drifting. So they do accommodate a little bit for the regular drifters as well. You have all the things in the club. Portuguese has good taste on the machines. Yes, very much. You have all the things in the club. Very good to chill. Enrique only drinks milk. Oh, I will have to see that. I will have to see that. So I asked him, what are the challenges you face managing your drift track? In Portugal, real drifting is not very well known, and RC drifting is more difficult to have new drivers. Yeah, I think we all are facing the same challenges. Our challenge is to have more new drivers. Oh, I can't go on even more about how much we need new drivers. We have to educate all the drivers when they arrive at the track. And that example, no feet on the track, tire control, etc. But people like to see the car going sideways. I think that one thing that you mentioned there is actually fantastic, because when was it, last week or the week before? I think it may have been last week actually, that I did a feature on track etiquette, and it's nice to see that that you are implementing those track etiquettes the moment new drivers come in. I know it is a bit of a pain, like constantly repeating these rules, but unfortunately that's something that we gotta do because of these new drivers in there, and we got to keep them educated as well. So if you're just gonna hold on for me 1 second. Why are you not working? Nope. Yeah, sorry, just hold on for me 1 second. Why are you playing games with me? I'm just trying to fix something, and I don't understand why she is not working. But yeah, if you guys can just keep watching. Oh, here we go. Okay, I got it. I got it. I'm still, guys, please excuse me. I'm still trying to work this thing out here. So I finally have a video for you guys. Here's a nice running video of the guys at the track. I hope you guys will enjoy it while I go through the rest of the questions. Do you host competitions at your track? How does it go? Is it strict with with judging? We have a national championship in our country, but we have just 2 tracks. This one in Terragem, how do you pronounce it? And we have one in Leiria, which is in the middle of the country, about 150 km away from the capital. And that is RCDC, RC Drift Centro, which is a carpet track too, with the same rules that they use. So they standardize their rules for all the competitions. Judges are drivers too, because everyone wants to run. Yes, absolutely. Whoa! So we are gonna replay that for you guys. I know what that's like, because I also judge and I compete as well. What are the popular chassis at your track? Go figure, it's the Yd2, and we were just talking about it too. Do you accommodate for new drifters or people wanting to try drifting for the first time? And if so, how do you do it? We have some new drifters and we have them all the time. We have the PDT channel. So please also check out the PDT channel on YouTube as well. They also post up on the PDT Facebook page. It's a wonderful, wonderful a series that they have just also started. So you guys are gonna love it. You guys are absolutely love it. That video is in Batala track. Oh geez, I am so sorry about that, bro. I really am, because I found that video actually on the page, and I used that day. So my apologies for that. Okay, so yeah, we were speaking about how they accommodate. For the new drifters, we ask for difficulties and setup techniques as well, and just to be part of the family. That's very, very encouraging. That's very encouraging to see that you guys are doing so much for your community day. Okay, so Bob says, normally going to trade shows attracted new people that might be interested in taking up the hobby, but with no shows, this has affected the interest. Seb first saw the DDC at the Toy and Technical Trade Fair in Stuttgart. Also on YouTube, I noticed years ago it often listed RC drift videos to watch. But even now, watching it more, I now get less automatic watch this RC drift videos. Yeah, it's interesting. I think it all has to do with algorithms and all this weird stuff. No problem though, the video is awesome. Mario Machado versus Nuno Teixeira. Nuno. I'm just going to pronounce the first name. Mario versus Nuno. Okay. So I asked Enrique, do you have any favorite moments or memories at your track? Favorite moment is Halloween, because the track is all the track is built up with the theme and the scenario and the scenes. And his favorite moment was a time when they had 25 drivers in one round of championship, and our goal is to have top 32. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments, guys. I really do apologize. I try my best to pronounce names and pronounce words in the languages properly as one would when speaking the language. And my pet peeve is to butcher the language, so I really do apologize if I've done a bad job, but I try. So asking, what are the future plans for the track? Well, for now it's to survive CV19, and he thinks they can. We are all very close to each other. I'm very encouraged by your positivity, man, and I hope the rest of the people watching this podcast will also feel that positive vibe coming off you, and hopefully, we can all survive this COVID together. And I think we definitely can. We are definitely doing things correctly. We are being safe, and we're definitely going to get out there. Also, a lot of people have been taking interest in RC drifting, and now that places are slowly opening up to allow people to come in, it's very encouraging to see that the guys are going out there and drifting. Enrique says, we never had a top 32 in our championship. That's okay, dude. That's okay. As long as you are keeping the drifting going, that's a win already. The people will come. As long as we all keep on making the effort to keep the hobby alive, whether it's just 2 or 3 guys out at the track. But I think it's also important that we put out the content, so we take take out pictures, we do videos, we put it out there for people to see, put it on your Facebook page, put it out on YouTube, whatever it may be. But let's constantly keep the RC drifting in the eyes of the people, and that's how we're definitely gonna keep this hobby going, get more people in, and have a lot of fun